Damian from the Self-Defense Company here, and today we're going to talk about position of advantage. Now, every self-defense situation can be broken down into the 4 pillars of self-defense: position, distance, momentum, and balance. Position is where you are in relation to your target, whether you're standing or on the ground. He's either, on my left, on my back, on my right, or of course in front of me. And then we have distance. Distance is how close you are to your target. Are we grappling? Are we in extreme close range in his ability to inflict damage on me? Or are we just out of his range, from just out of a place where he can make contact with me to a million miles away? And then balance and momentum are key in the actual contact. Destroy his balance, maintain mine, increase my momentum, decrease his. Everything else is secondary. These tactics come first. So we are faced or presented with a target. We really don't know what his intentions are. This is how life is, right? You're walking along, the guy's asking for a dime or whatever the hell's going on now, I don't know. So he's reaching out, he's making contact, he's testing you. Now keep in mind, this guy did not fall out of the sky. Like we talked about in the awareness series that's on this channel, he's been sizing me up, right? He's doing a risk-benefit analysis to make sure if there's something that I got that he wants, and if he can get it from me with as little effort as possible. So he's going to approach me, or I'm going to approach him. That's the only 2 ways this stuff happens. So now he approaches me, or I approach him. So we're lining up with your partner. You want to get that position of advantage. So remember, we take that line from the top of his noggin down to the floor. We intersect it with a parallel with the line between his feet, and where they intersect, that's where we're going to line up on. Now, there's really only 3 stances he can possibly be in. Left foot forward, square, and right foot forward. That's it. Doesn't matter if he's doing any whooping crane, humping monkey, thing. Doesn't matter. All right. So only 3 places, only 3 stances. So if he's moved, if he's staggered, now I just line up on him like this. That's it. All right. And we're lining up. So now when he shifts his weight to hit me, he goes boom. All right. I don't have to, I don't care what it is. I don't know if it's a jab or if it's a cross or if it's a, I don't know.
I'll throw it.
So, I don't know if it's a jab, a cross. I don't know if he's got a Rambo knife on him, right? I mean, if he's got that thing tucked underneath or behind his, I don't know what the hell that is, right? All I know is he's got a beef with me, and he's scaring the hell out of me, and I got to deal with it, right? So when we're lined up, as soon as he moves, boom, boom, all right, we're going, right? Oh, well, he's got a knife in his hand. I don't know that. And guess what? He's only as good as the weapon's only as good as the guy holding it. You don't know if he's got a weapon in his hand. You don't. So getting back to position of advantage, okay? We're here. We're far enough away where he's got to shift his weight. I don't know what his intentions are. As soon as he moves, I drop in and I start to go to work. I want to reestablish my distance. I want to be far enough away from him where in order for him to hit me or have contact with me, he has to shift his weight. Keep in mind, you still don't know what his intentions are. You don't know if he's armed. You don't know if he has buddies. You don't know if he's legitimately, has decent intentions. Maybe he is lost. Who knows? But right now, we don't know that. So we're going to establish our distance and stay here. And then this is where our conversation, this is where our contact starts. Okay, so we're backed up. Now, I don't face him square, because right now we're lined up right on both of our center lines. Your center line is that T, with your eyes across your brow, right down to your nuts. And this center, or not nuts, ladies, excuse me. So this center line, all right, for practice, line it up. We make a triangle, just like this. Okay, we face our target, we turn off to the side. I face my target, I turn off to the side. Now look at my body. My center line is offline. My foot, my toes, or both my feet are aimed right at his center line. And his center line is this. If we drew a line from the top of his head to the floor and then intersect it with a parallel line coming in between, where those lines meet is our target area. Okay, we attack this intersection. So before anything even starts, we establish distance. We take our center line offline and line up on his. We get our toes pointing into the target, into that intersection. Our back foot is up. We're loaded our weight on our front foot. More on that in the next video. Our hands are out front talking. Okay, we're not in a fighting stance. Please, if anyone's teaching self-defense and tells you to get in a fighting stance, run, don't walk away from them. Okay, this is not how fight starts. I mean, the disadvantage of getting into a fighting stance in the street is, one, indicating that you know something. Two, showing the world that you have intent. And three, enabling him to realize that, well, maybe this guy's going to fight me and I'm going to think of another way to deal with him. Maybe I use a weapon now that I wasn't thinking about. Maybe I was going to strong arm. Maybe I go get my car. Maybe my buddies jump in. So you don't want to indicate your intentions. So you line up, you're approached, you step back to that distance where he's got to shift his weight. We come offline and we're ready to go. Here's our hands. We're talking. Can I help you? No, thank you. Have a nice day. Then when he moves, then we have to make a move. We either reestablish distance or we attack. And to do that, we do the drop step and the forward drive combined with some primary techniques, which we'll get into the next video. So when you're practicing at home, somebody comes up to you, coworker, friend, whatever, take a position of advantage and see what it's like. Step back, get on their center line. The trick is to do it and they don't notice what you're doing. Okay, it just starts to come natural. I guarantee at first it's going to feel maybe a little weird, but then once you line up on that center line and that weight is loaded up on that front foot and you roll downhill, you're ready to go. It's going to feel great. You're going to already you have an advantage over your attacker that he doesn't know you had. So again, thanks for stopping by. Make sure you give subscribe if you haven't already. Click the notifications and we'll let you know when we load up a new video. Check out in the description below. You can get our free report of how to spot a concealed weapon in the street. And as always, till next time, train on.